6 months of semen retention. Do I have your attention? Now, this is the longest I've been on semen retention, and I'm very proud. I started when I was 16. At 16, I did over 100 days for the first time, and across these years, I've gotten better and better. And now, over 6 months. So, what has been going on in my life? A lot of energy these days, a lot of energy, a lot of changes in energy, should I say. I've been feeling more in a party mood these days, which is interesting because most of the time I just feel like working on myself, working on self-improvement, diet, working out, and I don't really want to work out, drink, or do anything like that. Now, not that I've been doing it often these days. I've been more tempted to, and have been doing it a couple times. And yeah, I feel like that's maybe the energy, more of a social energy these days. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. The reason I usually do not want to do these things is because I feel kind of overwhelmed by all that stuff, and I feel like it doesn't serve me. But right now, I'm feeling more of that social energy. So if you kind of party responsibly, I guess, in a way, you can learn from these things. And then if you feel like, okay, you need to take a step back, you take a step back. Because it's really the cycles of life. Summer, winter, night, day. I could go on, sun, moon. And, with the seasons, with the months, different energy, different energies. How you feel will change. And yeah, sometimes you feel more social. Sometimes you feel like you need to work on yourself. Not that one makes it so that you can't practice the other. Like, you can still be social and still be working on yourself, but let's say it might not be as much. Now, I'm feeling good. In these 6 months, I haven't really faced any difficulties. And right now, if I'm being honest, I feel like I might be ready for a girlfriend. So I'll see how that goes, meeting girls. And yeah, when you have a girlfriend, you can practice semen retention, because if you strengthen your pelvic floor with Kegels, which is basically stopping the flow of urine, that muscle, strengthening it, you can prevent ejaculation during intercourse and still have the pleasure. I'll leave a routine as per usual in the description for free. Just you can go check it out if you're interested. To strengthen that muscle, although that group of muscles, the pelvic floor. Also, in these videos, I like to talk about wet dreams, because people are like, oh, you got to prevent wet dreams. You don't want to relapse in your sleep. But really, a wet dream is just prostatic liquid. That's the liquid that's leaving. There's no sperm in it. So it's completely okay. And if anything, it'll release pressure, because once your prostate is full, that's when a wet dream will most likely happen. Well, you have more urges, because it's kind of telling your body that it's ready to procreate. So yeah, it can be a good thing. You can also empty your prostate manually if you want. Manually, I say, but like with an exercise, leg raises. If you do a lot of leg raises, maybe like 4 sets of 20, you can basically shoot out the prostatic liquid, as raw as that sounds, but like it's kind of like pissing yourself, if anything. But yeah, I feel good. 6 months of retention, I feel good. I feel more stable. Whenever I would relapse, it's like my world would kind of collapse. I would have to rebuild everything, and I would be very focused and rebuilding. But it feels like I was starting from scratch, and it feels like now I'm further down the line. There's more opportunities, more things going on. I'm being pretty vague, but it's a good thing. So yeah, what are some benefits of semen retention? Well, first of all, it's great for your testosterone, because 95% of your testosterone is in your balls, produced in your balls. And your balls are only full after, what, 6 to 8 months of retention. So unless you're at 6 to 8 months of retention, you can gain a lot of testosterone. And even, let's say after 8 months, your balls are completely full, you're still getting benefits, because that's when the sperms have completed, some of the first sperms have completed a full life. Okay, they completed a full life, and they die after, let's say, 6 to 8 months. And now your body actually recycles them with Sertoli cells, which are in your balls. So basically, it's unlimited benefits. It keeps on going forever. I'm guessing maybe a bit of diminishing returns after 8 months, but not even, because your balls also get bigger through cold exposure, testosterone, all that. It'll actually make them bigger by being on retention longer. So more storage, I guess. So more storage. And then the ones that die get recycled. So it's amazing for your body. And you just radiate health, and it just unlocks so much in your life, I'm not an expert in all the scientific facts. And, when you hear semen retention, it's mostly anecdotal. Because I have a friend who knows all the science and has a channel on semen retention. His name is Thomas. I can link it down below. The only thing is his channel is in French. So I'm guessing most of the people watching this video speak English and not French. So I'll put it in the description. He has more of a science approach to it. I don't remember all the exact percentages and everything, but I know, at least from an anecdotal or my own experience, that this is a great practice and it's amazing for you. You know how they say sleep is great for everything? Like, it's beneficial for all aspects of your life. Like, all of your stats, all of your health markers, they increase if you get better sleep, and they decrease if you get worse sleep. So you know how sometimes when they change the time, let's say it's winter, I don't know, they'll remove an hour or they'll add an hour. And there's studies like when they remove an hour or you get 1 hour less sleep, it like increases like percentages of car crashes. Basically, like all the bad stuff is increased. And when you get more sleep, better sleep, it's the opposite. Let's say less car crashes. Now, why am I telling you this? Because I think that semen retention, in a similar way, will boost everything. And the only difference is that, there's a relatively decent amount of people that get good sleep. And even if you get bad sleep, people are still sleeping. So it's still like beneficial, quote unquote. But how many people are actually on semen retention? How many people are actually on more than a month of retention? Very, very few. So that's where it gives you an advantage for sports, for business, for whatever your work you're doing. You have an advantage. And like I said, your testosterone is up. The testosterone is up, and you can dominate in whatever field you're doing. Now that's about it for this video. I didn't have too much to talk about. Just sharing my experience. I hope you enjoyed. One more thing is that I feel like lately I haven't had many ideas for videos to make. Not much inspiration. And I think what I'm gonna do is, which would be interesting, is take the books I'm reading, and after, let's say, 1 or 2 chapters, talk about the things I've learned. I think this will give me interesting things to talk about, things to share, and I think you guys will enjoy. So that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe. I also have a supplement store. You can check it out. First link in the description. And I will see you in the next one. Peace. And see you for month 7 as well. But there'll be more videos in between that time. Peace.